back at the days of a younger me, and I wonder how you stay so hungry. Big plans to be the man that you wanna be. If you seen who I am, would you want from me? Looking back at the looking glass, damn, days passed like the sands of time. Everything started moving fast, man. Now I age like a glass of wine. Little Billy never chased after payrolls. He had his mind set on bigger dreams. All alone in his home, he would lay low. Oh, while the homies hit the triple beams, they push weight, just looking for a way out. I waited out, I was looking for a way up. Keep grinding, reminded any day now. I chose to go solo, no cake cup. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. I look forward to the days of an older me, and I wonder if he and I won't agree. Long way since the days of an ovary. Would I run from the man that he's known to be? By now, I thought I'd have a lot more. I really wish I had a crystal ball. Sometimes I wonder what we fought for. Closer to the top, it's just a bigger fall still. So many have so much less, and in the streets, people know my name. I should be happy with the success. All in on this game, chasing fame. I made a choice in my younger days, back when I worked up an appetite. Still ain't feeling any hunger pains. If I wanna get a meal, I'ma have to fight. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. I look now at the day that's ahead of me, living life in the present, rock steadily. Am I the one that I am or pretend to be? A king in my own mind, is it peasantry? I keep grinding on a day-to-day, eyes open, always looking for the next plate. Won't stop till I'm riding on the gravy train. All aboard, can't afford to tempt fate. And now I'm looking in the mirror, running out of time, can I buy some? I feel like the future's getting clearer. How old is too old to die young? Younger me was hungry, but he's gone. And older me would probably tell me to listen. I've only got me, I gotta be strong. It's my time to shine, I'm on a mission. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. Why you're not at the gym, fat ass? I'll tell you why I'm not at the gym. Because I don't want to be. I do what I want, sucker. Why you here right now and not at the gym, punk? Go work your little dumb ass out, because your brain ain't going to get you there. Hey, Man Boy Mafia. What's up, kid with the microphone? What's up, everybody? Oh, I got a little bit of time to kill. I'm going to Emerald City Comic Con a little later tonight to meet up with some friends when it gets out. But I think I might go watch a movie too. I went and saw this movie last night called Game Night. Shit was actually really fucking good. And then tomorrow I'm going to be at Emerald City Comic Con.
and I'm gonna, I don't know, hang out with people. If you guys are in Seattle area and you're gonna be at Emerald City Comic Con, you should try and find me. Take some pictures with the cosplayers. Shit, yeah, dude. There's no DP tonight. DP was last night. Last night, while you were getting high. Can you post a video of the Comic-Con? I was thinking about it, yeah. I was thinking about going in with a camera and being like, welcome to Comic-Con, I'm Bill Fridge, and this is my favorite day. And then I was going to go around and wear a superhero cape or some dumb shit. Or some dumb shit. Or some dumb shit. I feel like Seattle is calling my name. Tyler is a good city. I love it here. Post a video. Oh, Brett Keane says, lose weight, fat ass. You'll get to be a better rapper. Brett Keane, literally, everything you're saying is stupid. I don't know if you understand the correlation between being fat and being a rapper. Literally, some of the best rappers were fat, you big dumb shit. So, losing weight wouldn't necessarily mean I would be a better rapper. But, because you have little going on in the head, I'm going to spell it out for you pretty simply. My weight has nothing to do with your life. Literally nothing. You're here watching me. And you could be anywhere in the world right now. But you choose to be right here with me. So, you're a fan of me. And you need to respect me. Because I'm basically your fucking dad now. That's right. Your mom and I, we've been going out for a while now. We didn't want to tell you because we know how screechingly autistic you get when she brings new men around the house. For good reason, because most of them would just slap her and you around, and that was pretty bad. But I'm a good dad. I'm going to teach you how to ride a fucking bike. I'm going to buy you an ice cream cone and shit. All that other dumb shit those other guys wouldn't do because they just wanted to bust one in your mom. I don't want to bust one in her. I want her good-ass credit score. Respect my authority. Screechingly autistic. That's a high level of autism. Screechingly autistic. All right. There's high functioning, and there's hardly functioning. This little gentleman is hardly functioning. I'm a good dad. I only spank when I have to. Or when they really, really, really ask for it.
Are you hanging out with Leafy still? How is he doing?
Leafy moved away from Seattle, so I haven't seen him for a while. But I've talked to him, and he's doing okay. He's a little busy boy. He's a little baby boy having fun playing games. Living the life. Living the life. Does Billy do chokes? What does that mean? What does that mean? Hey, Billy, what's your day job? I don't have a day job, my dude. I don't have a day job. Like, did you see this song here? Time to Shine by Billy the Fridge off the album Ill. I wanted to be a rapper, so instead of doing things like going to college and making a career, I decided to sit around and make songs. Yeah, I know. You thought I was intelligent. I did some stupid shit like that. But I can't be too mad. It's been fun. It's been so much fun. 2 years ago, you had a chance of blowing up. No one knew who you were or what you was. Now, shake my head. Lost, bruh. Don't get you, but congrats on no day job. Thank you, savage as fuck. Yeah, 2 years ago, I could have been a contender. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, I had a crippling health issue that I literally couldn't walk. Like, I could walk, like, for 2 minutes. And then I'd have to fucking sit down. It was fucking terrible. And I went to the doctors, and we couldn't figure out anything to fix it. They couldn't diagnose it. They said I had some arthritis in my joints, but they didn't know why I couldn't walk. It was devastating because I know exactly what you're talking about 2 years ago. I really did think I had a chance then. And now, after all this time, instead of being Snack Lamore, I am just some fat guy that sits on the internet and has fun all day. Fuck. Fuck. Thank you for pointing that out. I guess everything I've done is for nothing. Fat crying is probably the worst kind of crying. I don't know though. I've seen some really pretty crying. Like every once in a while you have like those preppy white girls crying, and it's like, oh, there's something in your heart because you're too beautiful to be sad. Something bad happened to you. That's fun. Do I mess with fish oil or anything? I don't even know what fish oil is, my dude. I don't even know what would you use fish oil for? I know when you go get fish and chips, they have that vinegar. That's not really an oil. But like you pour it on the greasy ass shit and it becomes oily. No woman, no cry. What does fish oil do for you? Itty Bitty Titty Committee takes fish oil. Spank them preppy rich spoiled girls. It's for your heart. Listen to the heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Yeah, Billy doesn't get sad. He's a Viking. Exactly. When I cry, it is for people who would never want me to cry, you know? People who loved me and they move on from this world, things like that. They would never want to see me cry. And when they're gone, that's when I cry. Those are the times when I'm like, tears are good. Let them out. I don't waste tears on people who would want to see me cry. Right? Like haters, suckers, naysayers. They're a waste of fucking time. It's the people who would never want to see you cry. Those are the people worth crying for. When you lose those people, you gotta let those tears out, man. When something happens to someone who would never want to see you cry, that's when you cry. That's when you cry. Billy, are you gonna use your Discord tonight? Do you cry a lot, Billy? No, I'm a savage. I don't cry. I'm a savage. I'm gonna link my Discord. And if you have a Discord, you can come on in, tell me how you're doing. Sure is pleased to meet you. Itty Bitty Tea Committee, it's okay if you cry. It's okay if you cry. It's like, I don't cry, right? I love crying, actually. Every once in a while, I'll be in a movie, and something will come up, and like I'll have a little tear up in my eye, and I'm like, God, that feels... Damn, it feels good to be a crier. It just doesn't happen that often. I don't smoke daily, no. Oh no. So if you guys want to come in the Discord, all you got to do is get on voice, and I'll pull you up into the conversation, and we'll talk about love, life, and the pursuit of happiness. Kid with a microphone, talk to me. Talk to me. You were the one asking for Discord. Talk to me, my friend. His microphone's on mute. Oh, he bounced out. He bounced the fuck out. Kid, are you gonna talk to me? the fuck? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Kid with a microphone, how you doing? Please.
Hi.
Okay, sorry. I had an incident where you couldn't talk earlier. That was my bad.
Yeah.
That was my
It's
bad.
fine.
That was my
It's
bad.
fine.
So what's up, man? The link ain't working? Oh, we're gonna have squabbles. We're gonna have mad squabbles.
Uh-oh.
People are
Mad
saying the link.
squabbles.
Yeah, they're saying the link didn't work, my dude.
The hell?
Yeah, so I'm relinking this thing. I'm like, just come into my Discord, guys. Have fun. Talk shit. Kiss babies. All that good stuff,
Hell
right?
yeah. Hell yeah.
So, kid with the microphone, what are you doing today on a? Is it Saturday where you live?
Yes, it is.
What are you doing on Saturday? You got no school? Day off?
No, I'm just sitting here, just watching your stream.
Hell yeah, dude. So, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I wasn't prepared for you to actually talk to me.
Yeah, because you were like, do Discord. So I figured you had something cool to say. What are you watching? Do you watch any TV shows right now? What's cool? What do the kids watch? I'm old man. I need to know. I need to know.
The edgy kids watch Rick and Morty.
Yes. I was watching Rick and Morty before the edgy kids would watch it, so I'm super cool.
Dude.
I'm so cool. Did you get some of the Szechuan sauce?
Yeah, my friend Lance, he got like 4 packets of them, and he was suddenly the most popular kid at school.
That's all it takes is 4 packets, and the girls are throwing themselves at you now.
Yeah.
Man. Do you know a guy named Ben Pie? Are you familiar with a guy named Ben Pie?
Let me think.
Yeah, he's a nobody. He's in my chat right now calling people a racist, specifically people like me. It's really fucked up. These are baseless accusations.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to be edgy. He must watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah. You must have an IQ of 5,000.
That's a really high IQ for those of you that don't have that high of an IQ. 5,000 is really high. Do you vote in elections?
Do I vote in elections?
Yeah.
No.
If you did vote,
I don't think it's legal.
If you did vote, who would you vote for? Would you vote for Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump?
Probably. I don't know. I don't want to get hate from anybody who likes Bernie Sanders or anybody who likes Donald Trump.
You're like a good politician. You should run for president. Pissing off the least amount of people is the best thing to do when you're a politician, right? Or
I guess so.
Or piss off the people who don't give a shit about you. And then the people who are on the fence, they'll be like, I respect this guy because he doesn't give a shit. I think that's how Donald Trump won. Because he was just like, fuck Mexicans, fuck everybody, basically. He had that taco salad thing he did. Did you see that? Donald Trump was like, I love Mexico. We have the best taco salads at Trump Towers. Like,
oh my God.
How's that a thing? He just went nuclear. He pissed off everybody.
Yeah.
So how tall are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm about 5'2".
5'2". Do you think you're gonna be a tall person when you grow up?
Probably. My dad's 6'3".
Hell yeah, you got a tall family. Yeah, you're gonna. Okay, look, I have an idea. If you don't get tall though, learn how to fight cheap. Like cheat to win.
I already know how. I already know how.
Yeah.
I know the special places. There's the eyes, the nose, and of course the gonads.
Go for the gonads. The eyes, nose, gonads, throat is really good too.
Oh yeah.
If you ever have to fight somebody, hitting them in their windpipe, it's a great area. Choking is underutilized these days. I don't know. People really rely on the fists and stuff. This is for self-defense purposes only. I'm not suggesting you go around being a bully.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go around like carrying a plastic baseball bat and pointing it at people who have pissed me off and then just start hitting them with it.
Who are you? Mid-90s Sting from WCW Wrestling?
you never know.
You're too young to even know what that is. You weren't even alive.
I wasn't alive, no, but my parents were really big wrestling fans, so they'd show me their favorite wrestlers and stuff, and Sting was one of their top 3.
That's pretty cool. I like your parents.
Yeah.
You got good parents. They're raising a good kid.
No, they're not.
What do you mean? No, they're not. You, dude, you're live on the internet right now. Even if you go around selling like drugs to kids younger than you, even if you do that, don't admit to it ever, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a complete freaking retard.
Not a complete one. You have to
halfway
try.
Halfway there.
Halfway home. You just have to try and be a good kid publicly. It doesn't matter if you're a bad kid in the background. Everything's about presentation these days. And I don't even think you're a bad kid in the background. You're too quick. You're too quick to get in too much trouble. Like, the kids that get in a lot of trouble, they're dumb, and they do dumb stuff, and they don't know how to get out of it, right?
There's this freaking guy, Lance. Lance was walking around with the Szechuan sauce open, and then this guy out of nowhere walked up to him and slapped it onto the wall, and it got all over there.
Damn.
And he was trying to clean it with his shirt. And then one of the duties walked by, and she just went ballistic on him, and he got 3 days of lunch detention.
What's a duty? That's not what you call shitty people, is it? Duty heads?
No, I'm not. I'm not a 5th grader.
Oh.
Duties, basically, they're like the security around campus. So
okay. They have security duty. Yeah, they're on duty.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking like poopy. I don't know why I thought duty was poopy. Duty caca poopy. You know?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it was sorry, I got confused. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense.
It's funny. In elementary school and high school, the teachers are like, "Oh, I will not tell you about my political views. It doesn't matter." College, X times 3 equals fuck Trump.
You're too young to know this. Do you watch Jordan Peterson videos?
I don't know. No, not really.
I don't know what that is. You just watch H3H3, right?
Yeah, I watch H3H3.
Hell yeah. That's pretty much all you need to know right now is H3H3. He talks about the good stuff.
He's a pretty cool dude.
Well, kid with a microphone, anything else you want to say now that you got the microphone live?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. See, I told you were a good kid. I'm going to pull some other people in. It's good talking to you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, see you. Bye, Billy.
Peace. Proud to be an American. This is Umbrella Corp Security. Hello, Umbrella Corp Security. How are you doing? Ah, I see. This is actually Kevin Smith playing his Silent Bob character. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to talk to Umbrella Corp Security if he's not going to talk to me. I'm just that petty. Fookie Bookie, how you doing? Hello, Foogie Bookie. Are you butt dialing me?
No, I'm not butt dialing. I'm driving right now.
Oh shit! Where you going? Yeah, Umbrella Corp. You had no sound. Sorry, I was. Where you going?
No, you're totally fine. I was on lunch break and I'm driving back to work right now, but I got to go fill up some water jugs before I go back.
Oh, are you a meathead?
Meathead? No.
Are you like
getting cut? Shop.
You work at a pawn shop?
Yeah.
I used to work at a pawn shop. Do you sell guns there?
Oh, fuck yeah. I've been cleaning guns all day. We have a gun show coming up. I'm in Idaho, too, so we have a gun show coming up on the 10th, so I've been cleaning guns all day.
Have your gun sales gone up since Trump become president, or have they gone down?
They've gone down drastically because nobody gives a fuck.
Yep.
Because nobody's afraid. They've gone up now. Like, we live right on the border of Washington, so we've bought like 10 bump stocks in the past few days because they're becoming illegal in Washington.
Yeah.
So people have been buying the fuck out of them. And a bump stock used to be like $150 before. Now they're selling for $750 plus.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so like that new Florida shooting's got shit going crazy. ARs are flying out the door, bump stocks are flying out the door, but nothing else really is.
See, that's really what happens, though. Whenever they talk about banning guns, that shit is huge. Like, I remember when I worked in a pawn shop, Obama became president. And,
oh, fuck, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, the gun sales went through the roof because they thought Obama was going to take their guns away. It was so funny. But
Yeah. We had last week we sold 115 guns, so it's not like we're doing bad, but it's not like they're flying.
Yeah, they're not hotcakes.
But taxes just did come in, so people are buying left and right.
You're gonna get a lot of families coming in, spending their tax returns with like 8 kids. They're gonna get like Desert Eagles, and this is the best thing about a pawn shop. In 3 more months, they're gonna come back and repawn what they just bought from you. It's so.
Well, see, that's what I was gonna say. The best part is right now that everybody got their taxes. What really happens is people come in, they have like $3,000 in debt with us, and they come in and buy all their shit back.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, over the next few months, over the next year, they're gonna be slowly trickling it in.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Get it all out again.
You make so much
money. The lady
money.
last night came in with $3,500. It's like, oh, okay.
and she was paying back old debt, or was she buying stuff?
Yeah. No, she was paying back old debt. She probably had like 17 guns with us and a whole bunch of tools and shit like that. So we just got to load it all up into her truck, and she took off.
I had a friend who would buy like DVDs like crazy from a pawn shop. Or he would buy them new even, but he would always pawn them like a month later because he'd need money. I'm like, dude, this is the stupidest fucking scenario. You're buying shit that you barely even watch. You like watch a movie once, rent that shit. You're going to save so much money. But
yeah,
and now with the internet, like I don't know why people buy anything.
Yeah, we sell DVDs 3 for $5, and I'm surprised people still come in and buy them. Like when people come in and try to sell us DVDs. And we'll just look at them just like, we'll give you 50 cents each. Like, I don't even want to buy these, but I'll buy them from you just to, like, give you some gas money or whatever.
Yeah, we were paying 50 cents for DVDs, like, 10 years ago. So, what do you think about guns? What do you think about this gun debate? What do you think about people who talk about banning assault rifles and semi-automatic weaponry? What do you think about these people?
Well, first of all, I mean, I know it's cliche and everybody says, oh, there's no such thing as an assault rifle. There are, I mean, any high caliber, like even a 223 is a fairly high enough caliber to kill somebody. That's what an AR is. Your standard AR is a 223. But you can get them in 30 cal and above. But any caliber like that that's semi-automatic could be an assault rifle. I mean, you're not going to be able to ban assault rifles. Because, first of all, they're still making them. There's millions that people already have that they're not going to get rid of. You're not going to be able to ban them. I mean, there's really not much we can do. I've already seen, like, people say that like, you can just walk in and walk out and get a gun. Yeah, if your record's clean, but if your record's clean, then it's not going to hurt regardless. I mean, if you've never done anything bad in your life and you've just been thinking about shooting up a school, but you've never done anything, you're going to be able to get a gun no matter where you go.
That's why I think we should have youth training courses. So, like, if you're interested in guns, you get a certification. So then when you're 18 and you want to go buy a gun, you've gotten, like, signed off by people who are NRA members that think you're a good kid and you're not going to do something fucking wacky. Like, even if they're like...
but the same thing is...
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Well, like, even if, like, they haven't done anything bad, if someone's like, I'm not going to, like, sign off on them because I think they're a little creepy, right? Maybe you have to go through, like, 5 different fucking people and get your little punch card filled off where 5 people are like, nah, he's great. He can have a gun. I trust him with a gun. I feel like that's something very simple. We send kids through driver's ed class to learn how to operate cars, right?
Yeah.
Like, why don't we give them a little gun club? Make them part of the fucking junior kids shooting fucking range.
Yeah, and that'd be good. And that would teach a lot of kids how to actually, like, take apart a gun and shit like that and learn how to take it apart and clean it.
Yeah.
Learn about all the different shit.
Fuck just kids, like adults. Adults that are thinking about getting a gun for home protection that haven't ever dealt with a gun because they grew up in a cuck liberal family. And now they're grown ass Republicans, fresh Republicans, because they thought Wakanda was a little too real, so they became God-fearing Republican Trump supporters, and they ain't never had a gun because they grew up thinking Bill Clinton was God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they're the type of person that accidentally like fucking shoot through a wall or some shit like that. If you have a rifle or some shit and you're trying to defend your house with it, like say you have a pistol. Or a fucking any high caliber pistol like a 357 or a 40 or a 45. And you go to shoot somebody that's in your house.
Yeah.
If you miss and somebody's behind that, they're dead. It's going through a wall. And it's going to hit whoever's behind that unless it hits a fucking stud in your wall or something like that. But like people don't realize that. And so they'll just blast a few shots through a wall, not realizing what's on the other side.
Yeah.
and not realizing that it's still going, and that bullet could go through a couple of walls, really, if it wanted to. Like,
yeah, you don't want those big ass bastard guns in your fucking home when you're home defending, in my opinion.
Or if you do, then know that what's behind it. Know that you're not shooting into your little kid's room or some shit like that, or shooting into the fucking neighbor's house.
Like I've
seen that before.
If I have a home defender, I probably want a 45 or a 10 millimeter maybe, like handgun. Like
yeah, a 9mm's not really. I mean, a 9mm's. It'll hurt them. It'll scare them. But you got to be a good shot. And you got to pump some lead into it.
Yeah, the problem with a 9mm is it wasn't designed to murder. It wasn't designed to kill. It was designed to maim. Not meme. Maim. It was designed not just for a cop, for a soldier. Because if a soldier hit somebody with a 9mm, they wouldn't die. So that means not only would they have one guy taken down, they'd have a medic taken out of battle as well. So the medic would have to deal with this person who was hanging on to his fucking life. So you get 2 soldiers for the price of 1 fucking bullet, right? That was the math behind a 9mm. Cops, they don't want 9mm. 9mm mean they have somebody who can say that, like, can testify against them when they shoot them. They want the 10mm, the 45s, because dead men don't fucking talk. And they don't want to deal with that headache of having to go to court against a guy they shot that can then say, I wasn't doing shit, you know? They want to dead those motherfuckers. And
9mm ammo is also really cheap and easy to come by.
Yeah. I have a 9mm, and I use it just to fucking shoot pop cans and shit. You know? And if someone comes to my house and they're not going to sit there and decipher whether or not it's a 9mm or a 45 or what sort of stopping power it has in the fucking heat of the moment, you know? It's a gun. And
if you make a good shot placement, a fucking 22 will take somebody out,
totally. You could.
It's all
a 22 could hunt a fucking bear if you've got a good shot placement. You know, you could do.
What you really need for home defense is like a 12 gauge or a 20 gauge. You don't really need a 12 gauge. A 20 gauge would do fine.
With that spray.
Yeah, a shotgun, because that way it just barely goes into the walls. It's not going to fucking like go through a wall unless you press it right up against the wall.
Yeah, you don't need that armor piercing. You don't need that armor piercing shit. The hollow points, though, they are good because when they hit, they ricochet. So
and they mushroom.
Yeah, they mushroom. They spin like a fucking pinwheel, tear up the insides of the human's fucking body, and that means the bullet won't exit and go through like a wall and hit a fucking innocent. You know. That's pretty cool about hollow points. They are lethal, but they're cool in that you have more control over the bullet.
All right, Billy. I'm sorry. I got to get back to work though.
No, it's good. Make sure not to sell to any school shooters.
I definitely won't. We run background checks, except for at the gun show. At the gun show, you don't need a background check. So come over on March 10th and 11th to the Idaho Gun Show at the Nez Perce County Fairgrounds.
Dude, there's a lot of Leafy fans here. You shouldn't tell them that because I guarantee you Leafy had a couple school shooters watching him.
Oh, I bet. What about fucking what's his name? Pyro Cynical.
Pyro Cynical. For real.
Pyro Cynical probably is a school shooter himself. He's probably watching this right now, probably plotting.
Pyro's a good boy. All right, Fuki, have a good day at work.
See ya.
Later. Oh, sorry we got a little gun talk in there, guys. When Fuki Buki says he worked at a pawn shop, it brought up all my old memories of being a gun-toting murderer. Did you know there are some people... Did you know that there are some people make glass bullets? I imagine that they have glass bullets. I've never heard of that before, but that's interesting. Yeah, kid with a microphone, you were on stream, you crazy little man. I'm gonna bring in Callie. Callie, can you hear me? Callie, can you hear me?
Maybe, yeah, what's up?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Can you
hear an echo, by the way?
I can't hear an echo yet. Do you think guns are for pussies who can't fight with their fists?
I think it depends what type of gun.
This is the thing, right? Like, there are certain times where throwing a punch is the right thing to do. And there are certain times where firing a gun is the right thing to do.
Isn't like fighting with fists like the unspoken rule of fighting between men?
It is, but
Is it
people
not like-
people break that rule because people are fucking scared to take a shot in the fucking mouth.
I mean, it depends what the other guy did, right? Like, if he like was raping your daughter or some shit, you're gonna shoot him. Or if you're
I don't know.
like
I feel like
cheating on you.
I feel like in that scenario, the fist is better. You know, if some guys
I'm
raping-
talking like when you go crazy, like that temporary insanity.
Yeah, that's
like,
when you want fists because that's more visceral. That's
Yeah,
more,
that's why you don't want guns around. Actually, when you go into that,
yeah.
when it's not fun. You know?
Hey, Jumpy with the 969, Billy. We're drinking and watching your stream, and we do love you. Much love from Jimmy and Frederick from Sweden. Love you guys too. I gotta come out to Sweden soon. I gotta go to Europe. I've never been to Europe, so I think we'll have a
Billy.
big plan to party over there. Back to you, Kelly. Sorry.
Billy, when are you gonna drop a new song or something, man?
Whip. I'm not sure.
Ooh, beatboxing.
Whip.
I was just watching the Grand beatboxing like live stream.
Was it pretty good?
Yeah. I'm into like beatboxing scene. I don't beatbox myself, but I find it impressive.
Yeah, no, I don't really beatbox either, but I've known a lot of people
That's
who did.
pretty good.
Yeah, like I do little voice noises and stuff, but it's not really beatboxing. You know, I know a lot of beatboxers. I've been working.
You know Napalm?
Nate Bomb?
Napalm.
Napalm.
N-A-P-O.
I don't
He's
think
like
so.
the like US like champion, I think.
Yeah, recently I haven't been as into it as I was like 10 years ago when I was coming up.
Oh, it's so much better than like 5 years ago or something.
I imagine because
It's like, ooh, yeah. The
some of
shit
those old
people
school
come up
guys
with.
were killing it, and I can only imagine where it's gone.
Yeah, I used to like follow Reap Swan and that other dude, Skiller, I think, or Alam. I don't know if any of those ring a bell, but
Yeah, dude,
those were like 5 years back, I think.
way back in the day. I think 5 years ago I was following battle rap more than beatboxing and stuff. And now I'm like, rap is so boring.
Hey, can I just say one thing? Like,
Yeah.
because I was listening to your like gun stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I just want to mention, why isn't anyone mentioning like statistically, like, aren't people aren't dying as much from guns than other things, right? Why are people focusing on just guns and gun control?
I think it's the
and not, like,
sensationalism.
heroin and shit.
It's the sensationalism of safety in our schools with our children, you know? Like we're thinking about
Yeah,
our
well,
kids
I'm
and
sure kids are dying from fentanyl overdoses. Didn't like Lil Pump or one of those little guys?
but nobody gives a
die
shit
from
about
fentanyl.
nobody gives a shit about drugs really. Like the whole war on drugs was happening while people in our government were allowing them into our country. Skeptical Contrarian says, "Hey Billy Bob, how's the keto going? Losing any weight? You should stream some weigh-ins for progress reports." You know, I'm sure I'm losing weight. My clothes are fitting better. The keto's going very strong. I'm being very strict with it. I still maintain under 20 carbs a day. Usually far less than 20. And that includes my carb-filled vegetables. My delicious broccoli and spinach, shit like that. But
You should try intermittent fasting, by the way.
yeah, intermittent fasting. I've heard a lot of good things about that.
Yeah, I mixed it with keto.
Yeah, I need to do that really. Like I get to a point
Ooh,
where
good time.
I'm at the end of the day and I'm like I just get hungry at the end of the day. And then I go and I eat something, and if I just skip that meal, I think not even a meal, it's like a snack. But if I skip that, I think I would do better than I am already, and I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. So,
It's usually when I'm high that I break my
hey,
like, diets and shit.
Doom Kid donated $2. Said, "Don't stream weigh-ins as a fat fuck. I know it's embarrassing. Good job to you though, my friend. I don't care about embarrassing, right? Like, there's pictures of me online where
you're
I'm
past
like,
that.
well, there's all types of stuff, but there's one where I'm at the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas, and I'm weighing in, and it was like 589 pounds or something. It was like I was almost 600 fucking pounds, you know.
Shit.
So I don't give a shit about weighing in front of people. Like That's,
What do you think of the operation that like Boogie's in right now?
oh, I love it. It's been doing a lot of great work for him. Yeah,
Would
he's
you consider it for yourself?
not yet. I've never really tried dieting. You know, he went through all the different diets, and he
Right.
said that none of them worked for him. So with me,
Yeah, he has other issues. That's the problem, right?
I think
He has, like,
everybody,
other-
I think everybody at this size probably has issues. I think I just dealt with mine.
True.
I dealt with my issues before I dealt with my weight. So when I dealt with my issues, the weight was no longer a problem, but it didn't hold
You
me
mean
back from
mentally,
doing it.
right?
Yeah, mentally, exactly. When I was when I was very young, when I was like 13, I was really fucked up. Before I was 13, I was like a fucking. At one point in time, my dad, I love him. He's the hero of my life. He literally is my hero. But at one point in time, after I had grown up a little bit, I was like a late teen, and I was in my late teens. And my dad said to me, he goes, "Man, there was a time in your life where you were so fucking miserable that I really thought about killing you." You know, he was like,
What the
he was like,
fuck?
I really thought about.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was like, I felt so bad for you.
Your dad said that? I
Yeah.
was about to kill you.
He was like, I felt like I wanted to take you out of your misery, you know? And it's
Oh
like,
my god.
But-
what the fuck were you doing, dude?
I don't know. I was just a sad little
was
shit,
that?
dude. I was just a sad little shit. And I don't know. I don't know if he would say that again to me, because it was like a moment of clarity, and he may have even forgot about that, but I didn't. And when he said that, you know, I didn't think it was fucked up because I was raised by my dad. So I was just like, that's his way of saying that he cared, and he was proud of the man I became, you know?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, this whole whenever it's down, you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait, and it's gonna go up. It's like Bitcoin or whatever. You know, you just like, if it's down, just wait it out, and it'll go back again.
a lot of
That's just
people,
how it is.
a lot of people don't have enough good to keep them going. That's like, they say suicide is a permanent solution to a short-term problem, right?
Yeah.
And I feel bad for people who take that route, because, you know, how long would they have had to wait it out before it got better? You can't ask people to suffer, right? It's just as selfish for us to ask somebody to suffer as it is for them to end their suffering. As fucked up as that is. So it's tough.
I don't know if others share this sentiment, but like, if I had a button growing up that if I just pushed it and I just like, I didn't die, I just like never existed. So like,
Yeah.
nobody will miss me or like care. I would have pushed it. Like, I wouldn't last. Like, this button would have been pushed if it's that easy and nobody's harmed and shit like that.
Yeah,
But there's other
that was-
factors, like if you have no family, like nothing, like zero.
That
Like,
was about the
yeah.
closest I ever got to suicidal thoughts when I was young, is I would just think of how much better the world would be without me if I just wasn't here, you know? That was the closest I got to
Well,
suicidal thoughts.
Don't you think that's kind of also like a reverse, what's it called? That false,
Equivalency?
no, like you think too much of yourself, but the opposite end of the spectrum, that you think that you're that big of a fucking problem to the world.
Well,
you know what I mean?
You,
Like,
you have to.
it's the opposite of.
You have to remember, this was the same time that my own dad thought about killing me. So, so I don't.
What were you doing? No, you have
I
to
don't know,
open up,
dude.
You
I
gotta
don't
give
know.
me details. Were you,
There
like,
are
selling
no
meth to
details.
kids
I was
and
a
shit?
sad little fucker. No, I was like 12. I was like 11, 10, 11, 12. I was just a sad little fucker. I worried about everything. You know, I was just a sad little fucking kid.
Were you on meds and shit?
No, I wasn't on meds.
Like
I wasn't
brain
on
meds?
I wasn't on anything. I was let's see. I was cool when I was like until maybe 4 or 5 years old. And then from about 4 or 5 years old until I was like 13, I probably put on 250 fucking pounds or something, you know? Like 200 and I put on hella weight. In that relatively short amount of time for someone who, you know, quadrupled in size, you know? It was like
Shit.
that doesn't just happen naturally. Something in my little fucking kid head was causing me to overeat and eat my feelings, I suppose, you know? And then
I mean, you do get, yeah. Sorry for.
yeah. So that
But you do get a hit of like, you know, sorry for interrupting you, but you do get a hit of something in your brain that
Yeah.
gets you addicted to food, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's like a scientific thing.
yeah, it
do
releases
get
dopamine
happier.
and all that stuff.
Yeah. You do feel a thing, like you're fucking happy.
Yeah, there's a whole
Yeah,
lot of
got a
reasons why
meal.
people self-medicate with obesity, you know, with food. So, like, that happened for me until I was 13. 13, I kind of realized some things about life that made life easier. And then,
Right.
still though, by the time I was 14, I was 386 pounds. I remember weighing in when I was 14.
Damn.
So, and I was still
Yeah,
growing,
yeah,
you know,
before
I was
14.
still growing height wise. So I think in high school I was about 450 in high school.
Mhm.
And I was a strong little son of a bitch. I was a tough little motor scooter. I wanted to be a pro wrestler at the time, so I was lifting and doing all types of endurance shit. I was very limber. I could kick over my fucking head. I was a savage little fat fuck when I was in high school.
Yeah, I can totally see an antagonist in a
Yeah, and then
wrestling scenario.
yeah, totally. Like that's what I wanted to do. But then I got into music and I started following the internet a little more, and I got a gig where I was sitting a lot, and I allowed myself to get too comfortable. The wrestling, I knew if I was going to do wrestling, I'd have to move out of Seattle, and I could do music in Seattle, and that's why I went with music instead of wrestling, so I didn't have to move away from family. And it changed
Well,
the
I'm
course
glad
of
you
my
went with
life.
music.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad I went
that's
with
good.
music for a lot of reasons, you know. But one of the things, if I would have went with wrestling, you know, I would have a totally different health outlook right now. I would be a different machine, you know. Music.
Not necessarily. You could have been on like, what's it called? The shit they take, you know, to sustain muscle or like grow muscle growths.
Steroids, human
Shit.
growth hormones.
Steroids, yeah. I'm a little high right now. So
Are you just smoking weed, or are you doing like some?
I'm doing some
Kratos?
hash, right?
Oh, nice.
Hash.
Yeah.
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 I'm in Kuwait right now. We don't get any weed here.
Oh wow. How is it in Kuwait? Is it cold right now? Hot?
It's all right. It's not cold at all. Like we're already wearing our summer
Okay.
clothing, except at night maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but you never know. Like if you went to wrestling, you could have been into other shit, other drugs or something. You never know. So just be happy with.
I didn't do a lot of drugs when I
Never
was
look
young.
back.
I was not really a drug user, so maybe pain pills might have came into play because I was often bruising myself up.
Yeah.
I remember I'd go to Canada and I would be wrestling and trading in Canada, and I'd come home and I would probably have 100 bruises ranging from the size of like a quarter to the size of like a small dinner plate, you know? Huge fucking number of bruises, huge bruises. And I would always go to Canada and get the codeine they did over-the-counter codeine aspirin, codeine Tylenol and shit.
Ooh, scissor.
And so it wasn't scissor, it was like codeine mixed with aspirin, so it was like a pill. But it would help me feel less pain. So who knows if that would have got out of control or not? It very well could have. But it was
That's how it starts.
yeah. I always wanted to be an entertainer, and that was my first foray into entertainment was wrestling. You know, that's what I
Well,
thought. I
shit,
was gonna
dude, with the boxing shit that's happening right now, just call out somebody, you know, make a wrestling fucking match instead of a boxing one.
That would be great. That would be awesome.
You and Ben Pye.
Me and
That
Ben
would be
Pye.
one.
Maybe I'll
Or
call out.
TJ,
Yeah, maybe I'll
shit.
call out TJ. I'll call out
Yeah.
TJ for leaving drunken peasants.
Or
and then-
Ben Pie versus TJ too.
I'm like,
Or
how you gonna leave?
brother.
How you gonna leave me? How you gonna leave me, TJ? And then I'll have Ben Pie in my corner, and he'll have Paul and Scotty.
Yeah, that'll get you a few views for sure.
That would actually be great. We could probably set something up WrestleMania weekend in a wrestling ring. I got tons of friends who are wrestlers. I could probably get us access to
Damn.
a gym.
Actual ring.
that would be cute. Because they're in New Orleans, and WrestleMania is in New Orleans this year. That would be cute.
But it's not gonna be a real like you're too good with everybody. It's not gonna the drama isn't gonna really pull too many people. Like nobody's gonna believe you're gonna be that mean to whoever. You know?
Oh, they believed it when they thought I threw piss on Paul. They believed the kayfabe then.
Oh, I totally missed that whole thing.
Oh, it was bad, man. I was getting people threatening to come fucking kick my ass and throw piss on me, and they were like,
Yeah, weren't you?
they're like, I'm gonna
Didn't
throw
you get
piss
told-
on you. How would you like that? I was like, dude, that's not funny. I was like, I'm a comedian. Me throwing pee-pee on Paul was fucking a joke. That was hilarious. You throwing pee-pee on me is assault.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You were drunk on shit. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. That looked real, dude. I believe that, and I still think it's true. But you guys are like playing it as if it's fake.
No, not at all.
Because you can do that.
I met Paul that day when he was coming to bring me up to the show, and on the elevator ride up, I had never talked to him like in person before. On the elevator ride up, he's like, "Oh, by the way, we have this idea where you just like talk hella shit to me all episode, and then at the end of the episode, we'll get in like a confrontation." He was like, "The fans fucking hate me." He was like, "They're gonna love it when you talk shit to me," and I was like, "Okay." And I just went extra hard. I think if I would have
Let's
been,
make it happen, dude. Talk shit about TJ right now. Bring up bananas. Do something, man. Come
Well,
on,
that's-
somebody clip it.
that's the whole thing
Let's make this happen.
that's the whole thing about kayfabe, right? Like they have to be in on it. So I'd have to sit down and talk with TJ and be like, "All right, dude, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start some shit. We're gonna have a boxing match. It's gonna devolve into some wrestling bullshit. We gotta do it. What's up, Ash? How you doing?" But yeah, that would be cute. I'm gonna pull some new people in. Anything else you want to say?
All right, man. No. That's nice talking to you,
Yeah,
man.
good talking to you,
Keep
Kylie.
up the good work.
Peace.
See you.
Hey, Doom Kid, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Just chilling, having a little bit of a Discord sesh. This is gonna be a shorter stream today. I have to go downtown and be a little boy at Emerald City Comic Con today. So I just want to kind of talk with people, and saw you waiting in there to talk. You got anything you want to talk about?
Oh, dude, I was listening to the wrestling match idea of DFF versus DP. That shit would be so funny. The Piss was one of the funniest DP episodes, in my opinion.
I'm telling you, man. It could be me and Ben. Well, Ben would probably be in my corner. Me versus TJ, because TJ, he's a tall boy. That's gonna look like the most epic matchup with how tall he is and how fat I am. Because he's like got 4 inches maybe on me, maybe 5 inches on me, height wise. Depends on.
Dude, the Clash of the Giants, man. That shit would be so funny.
I'm saying. Then I'll like it'll just turn into like a excessive titty twisters.
Yeah, no, I think now that the Piss thing is out of the way, like now that happened, I think people might be a little bit more like, I don't know, accepting of the kayfabe. They might realize that's what it is now that they know there's like a rapport there.
Vincent Fremont gave 50 secs and said Jimothy Lacoste drugs music video. The problem with music videos is that they trigger my channel and I get copyright strikes, and I don't like that. But I will watch a couple seconds of it. I'll give you a brief explanation of Jimmy Lacoste drugs.
I want to see this. I don't even know what it is.
Maybe this, I don't know. Let's see what this is. Drugs. Epicurus of Athens. Gotta go to work, but I figured I'd pop in and say hi. Thank you, Ep. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. A bump, 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 bump. Was Paul getting fisted real? No. I love you too, Sundry. Hey, Pupe with the $10 donation. Pupe has no message. I assume that his message is that he loved me. I love you too, Pupe. I love you too. Hey. Hey.
Well, I'm really curious what this video is going to be like.
Girl, why you gotta do so many drugs, many drugs? Take it easy with your drugs or it can be a loss.
This is a beautiful song. Why you got to do so many drugs, so many drugs? Take it easy with the drugs or it will be a loss. I like how she's got fucking mustard on her knee. Like, how dirty of a broad are you gonna be where you're running around with mustard on your knee like you were down on your knees sucking dick at a hot dog stand for some cocaine? Those are some fatty lines.
Yeah, like those are fucking huge, man. It's like 3 lines in one.
Yeah, those are thickums. Thickums.
Kate Moss, but take it easy with your drugs or it could
Lying on the staircase as you do.
Take it easy with the drugs or it could be a loss. I haven't seen Post Malone's new song. I feel like this is the type of party I would be at. I would have some girl. This girl actually, like, you guys don't know this. This girl in this video is Melly Cakes, my vegan moderator. This is Melly Cakes. She doesn't want me to out her, but this is an intervention, Melly Cakes. You gotta stop being the mustard pantsed video hoe in all these cringe rap videos. Gotta stop it, Melly Cakes.
You're getting wrinkles, you're looking dry, looking dry.
Look for giant
Baby,
lines just
take
sitting
it
there
easy, stop getting high. Yes, I know things.
Hold up, we gotta replay that line. This shit was fire.
Wrinkles, you're looking dry, looking dry. Baby, take it easy, stop getting high.
You're looking dry. Baby, take it easy. Stop getting high. This is a wonderful song. This is a beautiful song.
Yes, I know things get boring, but here's an idea. Grab a pen and start drawing. And
I know that things get boring. Instead of getting high, just go and grab a pen and start drawing. Start drawing. I love that he said drawing instead of drawing. Like, boring and drawing should rhyme. I say drawing all the time. This guy is like next level. He's appealing to all my sensibilities. I appreciate this guy so much.
another idea, drink some water in the morning.
He just rhymed boring with drawing and now morning, and he's dancing outside of the IKEA. Do I like Leafy? Yeah, Leafy's my friend, Alex Tompkins Exotic Gaming. Leafy is my friend.
The shirt kind of reminds me of like a 1950s like soda guy or some shit, you know what I mean? Like,
he's a soda jerk? Dude, he's at IKEA, my dude. If he's got meatballs in this video, this is going to be the greatest video ever.
Or help your dad with some heavy duty soaring. Cause
He just said soaring as sawing, I think. His nose looks like he needs to blow, or he just blew his nose. It's super red.
it's healthy for your brain. Discover a different lane. Get lost in your thoughts like water down a drain. So get a little hobby, give meaning to your life. Then 10 to 15 years you could be a healthy, happy wife.
Tommy Talks, don't just call my channel anymore, okay? Ask first.
yeah, is this guy? I can't work out if he's English or not.
Yo, he's definitely English, right? He's got a little bit of
Well, I thought he might be Australian, like so, but no, I think it is.
No,
English.
he's got a little bit of an I'm Alex accent, you know? Like if you ever watch I'm Alex, it's similar dialect.
Oh yeah.
How I know you're heading for a crazy loss. Why you gotta do so many drugs, many drugs?
Why you go to do so many drugs, many drugs? Yeah, no, this is Jimothy Lacoste. Plus, this guy's name is fucking Jimothy. Like, everything about this is really good. His name's Jimothy. You never call somebody, it's Timothy. You call him, a Timothy is a Tim, a Jim is a James. So Jimothy, that's just next level. This guy is...
It's like his parents, they like fucked up and got confused. They were like, oh, what's the long version of Jimmy? Oh yeah, Jimothy, that's right.
Foat Flip donated $12.32, said fuck, marry, kill Onision, Leafy, or Ben Pie. Fuck Leafy, marry Onision, kill Ben Pie. Actually, I could probably kill Leafy. I don't know. No, I'd kill Ben Pie. Then I could take all of his money.
Take it easy with your drugs.
They're both pretty small. You can just like sit on them.
Who?
Aren't Leafy and Ben both like relatively small?
Not really. Ben's stocky. Ben's stocky. Leafy's scrappy. Like, I think Leafy, Onision, and Ben Pie are all equally, formidable opponents.
Fierce in their ways.
Yeah, they're equally fierce. Does Ben Pie have any money? Why else would I kill Ben Pie than to take his money? He's my buddy. I wouldn't just kill my buddy unless it was for money. Ben is 5'3". No, Ben's like 5'9", maybe. I don't know, 5'8", 5'9". Hey, he just looks shorter because he stands next to TJ, who's like a fucking giant.
Yeah, everyone looks tiny compared to TJ. Everyone thought Scotty was really small, like in the early days of TJ's channel. But then we just realized, oh wait, TJ's actually just a giant.
TJ's just a monster. Ben is a tomahawk jock. I like that term. I don't want to kill Ben anymore. He made this really hard. Leafy hasn't uploaded in 2 months. He is already dead. F to pay respects. R.I.P.
Oh.
R.I.P. in peace. Hey, Billy, what's your view on the gun control situation? I'll tell you my view. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Oh, you know what? That was actually one thing I was curious about, Billy, was like, what do you think of these mega church pastors and shit? Like, I know you're not like religious or whatever, but you know, like they seem like a next level of scum to me.
Yeah, no. Okay, here's the thing about any sort of religion for profit, which is pretty much every religion. Like, I can see. Okay, I don't know. It has serious. It's hard for me to like defend religion in any way because I wasn't raised in it. I was never religious. Some people, they open a community church and they do good things for their community, and the church builds because they build a core group of people around them that are like-minded in the faith, and their community is better because of it. That's the type of church that I'm like, good for them. When the church becomes a for-profit, like McDonald's of religion, where they're just packing in as many people as they fucking possibly can to pass that collection plate, to get people to not even come into the church, but send in tidings through the mail with televangelists, television fucking church. That type of shit is scum, always has been, and it sucks because we live in a society where a fool and their money are soon parted.
Yeah.
So nobody gets on them for that shit.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I see what you mean, like with like the small groups of religious people in churches and stuff who like are actually good people and like help each other and shit. But it's just a shame that like for so many people, you know, they need like that they need to have that answer, even if it's not the right answer. They just want some sort of like satisfaction. These people prey on it with like getting them to donate and like sneaking out their money because they can like lie to them and basically say everything will be good when you die. That'll be $50, please. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, that's the best transaction ever. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay up on it until they're dead. That's why religion has worked so well, because you promise people something for their money that they never get to collect, right?
What a great scam. Like,
yeah.
What a great scam.
And it's a lifelong promise too. You can't just start paying you can't just start paying when you plan on dying, because that's not righteous in the eyes of the Lord. You have to pay your whole fucking life. It's sad how many people go without so that they can pay their tithings to the church. There are old people that eat cat food and bring their fucking food money, grocery money to the church.
It's just such a shame that it's the result of all this shit. And it's so funny when you talk to someone who's otherwise extremely smart, like, you know, like a math whiz and stuff, but then they buy into the religion aspect. To me, it just makes me wonder, like, what in them needs that or like buys into that. You know what I mean? Because they're educated, so what the hell, you know?
I mean, education doesn't mean shit. I know a lot of people who are educated and they're dumb as hell. You know, education, there's so much in this world you can learn. So much that when you focus on one thing. Hey, Lawrence, with the $10 bill, the fridge is the McDonald's of white trash rap. That's true, though. That is true. No JK. I'm proud of that, though. Love you, Lorenz. But the difference between white trash rap and religion is that white trash rap, you don't need that, right? You don't need white trash rap to survive. In religion, you are conditioned to believe you need that. Not just to survive in this life, struggle through this fucking life, because you have an eternity of damnation afterwards. These are stupid fucking people that can't even fathom eternity. And and from a young age, they're taught to believe that they're going to die, and if they're not good, they're going to suffer for a number they can't even fathom. An amount of time they can't even fathom. They can't even understand how long they'll suffer. And that'll scare a fucking kid, and that will scare an adult if the adult believes in it. And adults believe in crazy shit. You know, adults believe that their priests can't rape their fucking kids, and they'll take their priest's word over their own fucking children.
Yeah.
If you've seen the movie Spotlight, you can see how much fucking damage that the priests have fucking done. In the very end, they have a minute long credits of all the churches that have a history of moving priests around because they touch kids. They don't even fire them. They move them to a new fucking area.
Well, the sad thing is like, if you actually show this evidence to religious people, a lot of them will like, oh, well, they're not. They just excuse it by saying, oh, well, they're not a real, like, you know, they're not a real Christian or whatever. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean they're not in there and they can't still fucking touch your kids and shit.
Too much negativity in this world.
I'm sorry.
Too much negativity in this world, man. We're here right now to laugh and play and have a good time. So I'm going to move on to some new people. Doom Kid, anything else you want to say?
No, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
For sure. Good talking to you. I'll talk to you later. Hey, Tosseran, are you there? I got all types of people. All types of people waiting to come talk to me. And Tosseran's mic is muted, so I'm going to pop Tosseran out. Try Umbrella Corp Security again. Umbrella Corp Security, are you there this time? Boom, 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 yeah. Boom, 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 yeah. Well, I mean, at some point in time, touching kids was not frowned upon in religion, right? Umbrella Corp Security's not here. Damn it. I'm going to bring in somebody named Fat. Fat, are you with me?
Yo, what up, Billy?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing really well. I got to go out to Comic-Con after party tonight, and then I go to Comic-Con tomorrow. I want to do comic book things. I've never really been to Comic-Con, like, to be there. I've gone there to, like, troll and shit. But tomorrow I'm actually going to go and, like, I don't know, look at stuff.
Are you going to dress up at all, or nah? Do you think?
Fuck no, I'm not a weirdo. I don't dress up ever. I mean, I might wear my donut chain, but I probably won't even do that. Trolling
Like
TV 713 says, "Take of your shirt, Billy." What do you mean, take of my shirt? What do I take it of?
So here's a question I want to ask, Billy.
Yeah.
It's basically like you guys are talking about the church and stuff like that about taking money, but how do you feel about strip clubs and their type of business practice?
Oh, they're the best type of business because you get what you pay for, right? Sometimes you get more than that. You know, the strip clubs are like casinos, except instead of just watching flashy lights take your money, boobs and butts are taking your money, right? At casinos, every once in a while, you'll hit a jackpot and they'll give you money back. At a strip club, every once in a while, you'll get a BJ or something. It's very rare, but it does happen. That's the best part about strip clubs.
Yeah, but what about those rules that are in place that, you know, can't put your hands on them, can't be, and they're literally, they are tempting your ass. And if you do that, dude, they'll throw you the hell out.
Yeah, you don't ever put your hands. This is the thing about strip club etiquette. When you go to strip club, wear loose-fitting pants. That way, when they grind on you, you get more bang for your buck. 2, don't put your hands on them. Wait for them to walk your hands around. If they want you to like put your hands on them, they will. And if they want your money bad enough, they will fucking put your hands up inside of them for all they care. It really depends on how they're feeling in the moment. And every once in a while, you know, you meet a girl that just thinks you're cute and she wants to go hang out with you afterwards. And then if you have a rental car and some cocaine, you can probably get 4 or 5 of her friends to leave with you. It's perfect.
All right, so let me ask one question then. What do you think about the race car girls getting banned, like from actually doing their job? What do you think about that?
Race car girls?
Yeah, I can't remember. Like they're basically a walking billboard for like sponsors and stuff like that. How do you feel about them actually not being able to do that anymore due to like social justice, how it's apparently demeaning to women? And yeah, they've completely taken it off, so they can no longer do it as employment.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like girls wearing advertisements?
You know, back in the day when you were watching watching like NASCAR and stuff like that.
Yeah,
there would be women like wearing skimpy outfits and they're like holding signs and whatnot, and they're basically a walking advertisement before the race begins.
Okay.
So
yeah, I don't watch races, so I'm like, I don't know what this is. But
so basically social justice warriors popped up and they can no longer do that for work, so they have to look for work elsewhere. But if you don't know anything about it, then you know, I just wanted some input here.
I'll tell you what. If you're a hot girl that got paid to carry an advertisement around at a race car not convention, what do you call them? Just a race, right? At a race. I don't know what they're called. That's how little I watch racing. But if you're a girl that gets paid to carry around an advertisement at a racetrack, you are gonna find work elsewhere, no problem. You know, there's no shortage of money for beautiful girls in this world. If we start losing some of the skankier jobs that are given to them, maybe we'll start having beautiful women go around and, I don't know, discover cures for cancer now because they're not wasting their efforts. That's probably not going to happen, but you know, I'm not worried about a pretty girl that can't carry an advertisement around at a racetrack. She'll land on her feet. Is it fucked up that we can't enjoy that? I mean, I don't know. It's always about demand, right? If that demand was there, it'll fill itself. If the social justice warriors are in higher numbers and they demand that it's not there, then we go with whatever makes advertising easier. Advertising's always followed the trends of society.
But you also have to look at it from the line as well. Like, how much do you think these women are actually being paid to be a walking billboard? Because everyone knows, like, that men are going to be looking at these women. So it's actually beneficial for these companies to have logos on the women. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, now, like, race cars, old school. Now these women, they just have Instagram pages. And instead of holding up a billboard, they'll hold up your product in their Instagram photo. And they'll get paid way more for that than they did for walking on a fucking racetrack.
Yeah. Well, I can see where you're coming from, but yeah, I just wanted to get some input on what actually you thought about the whole situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? Because I'm going to be wrapping up here pretty soon, so I'm going to pull like 1 or 2 more people on, I think.
Not really, man. The only one thing I'd actually like to know is where is actually Leafy? Like, everyone's been talking about him, but no one is actually giving answers, and you're his friend, so I'm guessing you would know if anyone else.
Yeah, he moved to Colorado, and he's like, YouTube changed, and it changed against what he did, you know? What he was doing no longer was a moneymaker or fun, because he would put out stuff and it would get buried and demonetized. And YouTube, basically what happens, YouTube didn't want Leafy. And Leafy took a lot longer trying to make YouTube work for him than I think a lot of people would in his state. You know, he made millions of dollars. He got in, when the game was good, and then he got out. So
here's the thing, like this comment here, like, damn, people ask where he is every single stream, and more people are going to obviously ask that question if they literally don't know. So that's why people are going to ask if you're transparent about it and you're saying it here right now. Like, there's going to be no more what ifs, and that's what people need to focus on. They need to know the complete truth, complete transparency. That's why I respect you, Billy, because you will do that.
Maybe he'll come back, you know. But one of the things he always talked about was after he was done making his money on YouTube, and he had a goal set. I think he wanted to make $5 million. And then he was going to, at that point, he was just going to completely disappear and become like a pro gamer or something. That was his plan from the jump. And YouTube changed that to the point where 5 million never looked like it was possible. But he did get a couple million off of this, you know? So.
Oh, no. Like, Billy's going to be rolling in the money. Leafy's going to be rolling.
Well. He's doing well. So he's probably just enjoying his life right now. And I think people don't want him to enjoy his life because that means he's less a part of their life. And that's
all the shit. I just want to say this before I go. All the shit that people give Leafy, like, you're just gonna. At the end of the day, he's another person. He was still pretty funny in his own way. Like, everyone on YouTube who's actually does commentary brings something different to the table. Yeah. And as long as you can actually figure out what that is, man, you like, even if you don't like them, you still gotta respect their craft. So, like, it's the meme to hate Leaf, but you also gotta understand. You also gotta respect him too.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I want to say.
Cool. It's good talking to you, Fat. I'll talk to you later.
Peace, bro.
Later. Oh. I'm going to bring in Umbrella Corp one more time because we tried 3 times with him and his audio wasn't working.
Billy!
Hey, now your audio's working. Nice. How you doing?
Billy the Fridge.
What's happening?
Please stand. Kaiser Umbrella.
I don't get it.
Oh, hey, man.
Well,
it's nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, too. How you doing?
Good, man.
Anything you want to talk about?
Yes. Have you had a Canadian on the show yet?
Oh, yeah. I've had Canadians. What part of Canada?
Ontario.
Nice. Yeah, I've only ever been to Vancouver, British Columbia, so I need to see the rest of the great north.
Oh, yeah. Down here, you can just smoke Kush continuously every hour if you wish.
Well, that's how it is in Seattle too. So, we have stores here you can go into, and they look like candy shops, but full of weed. It's pretty cool.
You kind of have this slider where you can't actually show anything. So, you know, I think TJ can relate where they banned menthol cigarettes. So now, what was it? Have you ever seen? They look like business cards, but they're menthol scented. You gotta put them in your pack of smokes.
Oh, really? They're like little sneaker. They turn the cigarettes into menthols?
Pretty much, man. You put them in there for a couple hours, and you know they got multiple flavors.
I do want to go to Denmark, Nicholas. I have a huge Danish history in my bloodline, so that would be awesome. I do want to do that. I want to do that though. Yeah, I don't know. Menthols. I saw Pitmonk was here, and he was smoking Newport Reds. And I was like, why do they even make Newports that aren't menthol? I thought the whole point of Newports was that they were menthol. But I guess now that they're banning menthol in places, might as well make that.
Well, man, I kind of like menthol because, like I said, I work in Ontario and in the automotive industry. So I recently, what do you call it? Indefinite layoff. So, you know, I've been just sitting in my basement here on layoff, enjoying my free time. So, you know, when I walk out for a smoke, you know, you get the nature. You get the menthol going. You know, it's nice and relaxing.
It's chill. It's nice and chill. Anything else you want to talk about? I'll be wrapping up here pretty soon, so I just wanted to get you in because we tried a few times earlier and it didn't work.
Oh, fuck off. No, man, I'll see you on DP.
Hell yeah. And I'll be back here longer later in the week and stuff. I know.
Wait, I did want to ask you something. Have you ever been shadow banned on YouTube?
I don't think so.
It's really I'm on DP. It's really odd. Your comments show, but the only way to find out is when you try to make a donation. You can't make a donation at all.
Oh, really?
It's the weirdest thing, man.
For shadow banning?
Yeah, pretty much. Like you'll type in chat like a fool, and you think you're talking for interacting, but then you realize none of your messages are showing up.
Oh, damn.
It's just the shadiest thing, like just either ban the person, don't just kind of fuck with them like that.
Yeah, I don't even know how that works. I'll have to look into that. That sucks.
Oh yeah, man, it's been great talking to you. You're a cool guy.
Oh, thank you. We'll talk more in the future. I gotta go get ready for Comic-Con here, so I'm being a lazy little boy. I spent
get your cosplay costume ready.
Yeah, I spent all day just sleeping in, and then I was like, I'm gonna get on and I'm gonna fucking stream for a while, and then I'm like, okay, now I have to start getting ready to fucking go about my day. So
yeah, man, I saw that hot chick you're showing on. I tuned in and then realized you're like, oh yeah, that's me. I go, whew. Like, what anime character was that, Billy? Was that for Comic-Con?
I'm a moving castle. I'm an anime boy. It's beautiful. I don't watch enough anime to make anime jokes. That sucks.
Nah, man, you can be that castle from Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1. You steal like wrestling belts.
Hell yeah. All right, umbrella. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Matt. Peace out.
Peace. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, ah. Oh, oh. My plan is today. Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm just doing a quick run through with people I didn't get to pull up yet. Anything you want to talk about real quick? Because I'll be bouncing out here pretty soon. But
my play is today.
Your play is today?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit.
We started doing it 2 days ago, and the first 2 runs went pretty all right. And we've been doing a bunch of productions throughout the day because this was with 2 schools, so we're doing it in 2 different locations, right? Yeah. So in the past 48 hours, I've done 12 shows, 1-hour shows.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, and it's going really well. We haven't had any major hiccups.
Nice.
There was one, but 2 things did happen, right? One thing is, when the racist guy gets shreked by the autistic man?
Yeah.
Yeah. When that happened, when the guy died, we accidentally played an elevator noise when it was supposed to be thunder.
Oh, that sounds funny though. Did the audience laugh, or were they like,
No,
"This is terrible"?
they didn't notice.
Okay.
Because it wasn't that loud, but everyone backstage like shot themselves.
Damn.
Yeah, and then another thing was like, oh fuck, what was it? Oh damn, I forgot. It
Yeah.
was something exciting.
Well, you're in the middle of the run of your play. We'll have to pull you on when everything's done, and we'll talk a little more about it.
Yeah, like I got another one tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Get that that work, man.
Yeah, man.
That's cool. I'm gonna head out. So anything else you want to say before we go?
I don't know. Tommy NC 2010's pretty all right. Just
Yeah.
talk to him in general.
Nice. Yeah,
He's pretty woke.
I'm about to pull him up to end the stream. So
Hell yeah. You say beautiful, Billy.
you too. Have a good play today. Peace.
Hell yeah.
Tommy, I just stole you from the other room. How you doing, man?
Yo, Billy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm just getting ready to go to Comic-Con. Comic-Con. I'll marry you, Unscapable Reality. I'm gonna marry you. She asked me to marry her. So what do I do? Do I not marry her? Do I not marry somebody when they ask? Let's see. Let's see how big their YouTube page is.
Oh, come on. Billy, don't look at people just because of their sub count. That's wrong.
I'm not looking at her sub count. I'm looking at her view history. If I'm gonna marry her, I need to know what she's watching. Her recently liked videos, Joe Rogan with Kyle Kalinske, Miley Cyrus, the backyard sessions with Jolene. This is actually really good. I was in LA when she was doing these, and I got invited by a transgender prostitute at a donut shop to come to one of these Miley Cyrus backyard sessions because the transgender prostitute thought that I was also transgender.
Because you're long hair.
Yeah, because I'm pretty, man. So like, I probably should have went. Let's see what else my wife is into. She liked episode 420 of Drunken Peasants. She liked TJ Kirk, The Future is Fat. South Africans live in a dangerous gated world. Interesting. This is my wife here, guy. My future wife.
Billy, you have Netflix?
Yeah, I got Netflix.
You ever seen the movie Casino?
Yeah, with it's Pacino and Pesci. Hey,
Yeah,
Time Code
it's on
Mechanics with the $2. Here's $2 just because you're still around. Thank you, Time Code Mechanics.
It's on Netflix now.
Nice. Yeah, it's got Michelle Pfeiffer in it too, right?
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
I watched it last night. A lot of that shit's based off of true stories, man.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of those gangster movies got some realness in them. The gangsters, the mob, they would, that first one that the Godfather was being made, they hated it. But then it became like this kind of like cool thing, and then they would like meet up with the actors and like take them out for some real like gangster parties and shit, and the actors were like, holy shit, this is this is a little too real.
Can you imagine Marlon Brando, somebody saying, Godfather, come over here. My name is Don Barcini, and I'm actually a Godfather. I loved your role in The Godfather. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. And may your daughter be very masculine.
Masculine?
That's what he said. He's like, may your daughter's child be a may your daughter's child be a very masculine child.
Okay, the daughter's child, not the daughter.
The daughter's
Yeah, like if she has a son, may he be very masculine. But not may your daughter be very masculine. That's like some transgender donut time prostitution shit right there.
Billy, I have a question for you. Have you ever been hit on because of your long hair? Somebody mistaking you as being a girl?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Really? Has it ever gotten to an extreme, like a dude kind of put his hands on you and be like, hello? Holy shit!
No, people who put their hands on you, they don't They don't change their mind once they put their hand on you. They're creepy shit people anyways. So if they figure out that they now touch somebody who is not the big fat woman they thought they were, they're still going to try and get away with it. And that's when they get slapped in the fucking face. So there's no recoil point for them to be like, "Oh shit, you're not a woman." There's just clap them in their fucking jaw. Look them in the eye.
Have you done that?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh God, I'm sorry, man.
What, slapping someone in the face? That's not you don't need to apologize for that. Sometimes you gotta fucking just whop somebody in the mouth. That'll wake them up.
You want to hear a funny story, Billy?
Yeah, I got a little bit of time, so it's gotta be a quick one.
When I was a kid, people used to pick on me a lot. And I was in the Boy Scouts, and I was on my way to Boy Scout camp. And this kid was fucking with me, and I'm like, "Leave me alone." He's like, he wouldn't leave me alone. Finally, somehow, he pulls out the jumper cables, and he's like, "Ugh," and he starts going down towards my crotch. And I'm like, without blinking, everything froze, and bam! I clocked this kid, and this kid spun around and sat in his seat, dropped the jumper cables, and I just sat there, and my hand was sore, and my brother saw, and he was just like, he was so proud of me.
Yeah, like, violence sucks, but it's not as bad as allowing people to go unchecked. You know, if you just allow somebody to continue being a piece of shit in this world, I feel like that's the greater disservice than slapping them in the face.
Oh, and Billy, by the way, something it caught my eye about, you were talking about Christianity and stuff like that. You said, now I'm not accusing you of anything, you said that you have to pay your way to get into heaven. It's not necessarily you have to pay your way to get into heaven. It is the people that try to get you to believe that you pay to get into heaven. But the belief is that if you are baptized and you believe in Jesus Christ as your Jesus Christ is your Savior, you will live eternally in heaven with Jesus Christ and God Himself. Mm-hmm. It's not the fact that you will pay.
Well,
your way.
Everybody has different interpretations, right? There are pay for forgiveness religions out there. There's definitely pay religions that say if you pay to us, it will come back to you 10 times, type of shit like that. So it's just the argument of what you're willing to believe. And a lot of people do believe that money gets them into the doors of heaven, which is crazy. You know, they write in the Bible that rich men won't make it into the doors of heaven. That's their way of saying, give all your money away. You don't need it.
Oh, and also, Billy, I just want to say this. Hey, Keemstar, I'm calling you out, bitch. I want a piece of you. I want you to step in the ring with me in a boxing ring because I'm going to knock your teeth down your throat. I'll show you relevant.
Nice. All right, Tommy. It's good talking to you. I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Okay, everybody. I got to tell you guys, I wish I could stay and play a little longer. I have to go get ready to go to the Comic-Con party and have a good time. And tomorrow I'm going to Comic-Con. I might try and live stream from Comic-Con. I'm not sure how the internet's going to be. It's downtown Seattle, but sometimes when you get up inside the convention center, it's dead. Dead, 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 dead. Dead, 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 dead. So, we'll see. To close this out, we're going to listen to a beautiful song called The Art of Snore featuring my boy Deranged Pit.
Speed, strength, and intellect are not always the answer. Sometimes you must simply sleep it off. This is The Art of Snore.
Peasant is gonna take more than a flute to move the belly beast. With a deadly speech and a constant habit of shredding beats. Eating every piece like the instrumental's a heavy feast. So at the very least I eat 900 pounds every week. Lethargic, 160 HP. I'm large in my routes and move these flayed dreams. A squad are not moving. I dare you try to displace me. And if I did move, just tell me who gon' replace me. I'm steady, more slothful, tumble but won't topple. Body slamming lads when their trainers become hostile. So make your next move your best. Better be thoughtful, cause once I'm done charging this beam, it's gonna be awful. When I pop up on the nearby, everybody running for my illness. All civilians, if they miss me, then I scurry. Now they're pissed and hella hurting. Tried to risk it, you're unworthy. Check my digits, then observe me. Now you can begin the morning.
Now you playing with the big boys. Bet you probably feeling big too. Beat your chest, make a big noise. Little man, you get bit through. Now you playing with the big boys. Bet you probably feeling big too. Beat your chest, making big noise. Little man, you get bit through. Mini Cooper to an Escalade. Step into a heavyweight. Meditate to set them straight. Lick them like an empty plate. I never hesitate. There's hell to pay, so cool your jets. I'll be snoring while I'm soaring out to LAX. Palm trees, Long Beach. Show up in the nick of time. The only sense that y'all be making here, nickel dime. Little lime, then I mix it with the coconut. Girlies in my curlies going cuckoo for the Cocoa Puff. Call me loco, bro, I'm crazy with some big balls. Touche, a new day, like Kool-Aid through brick walls. Oh yeah, so you gunning for the top prize. Goro with the forearms, putting spinach in it, Popeyes. Hotter than some Popeyes, cooler than a bomb pop. Non-stop, I'm on top, don't look down, that long drop. Vertigo, you heard it broke, you can't move the belly beast. Cross the line, feeding time, many minutes till we feast. Now you playing with the big boys. Bet you probably feeling big too. Beat your chest, make a big noise. Little man, you get bit through. Now you playing with the big boys. Bet you probably feeling big too. Beat your chest, making big noise. Little man, you get bit through.
Don't wake the beast. Don't wake the beast. Don't wake the beast. Don't wake the beast.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find my entire album Ill on Spotify, iTunes, all that good shit, as well as older ones like Hollywoodland. Ho!
West Coast kill shit, burn it on a grill shit. Hop up in my bus, I'm about to take you on a field trip. That's some real shit. Welcome to the Twump 6, where the skinny jean hipster kids bump dicks. Fuck bitch, you ain't even in my zip code. Walk up in my area and you had better tiptoe. I'm a bit slow, something like the Big Show. Andre the Giant boot flying to your thick skull. Eat a dick, bro, cut you like a piece of cake. No need to hate, I'm more greasy than a pizza plate. I'm real great. Nah, I fucking lied. I'm just trying to bust inside a mail order Russian bride. I applied for a real job last week. First day I told the boss to kiss my ass cheek. Bitch, I rap please, I'm a fucking superstar. Dick so big, I'ma leave her fucking cooler star.
We rollin' that poke and we smoking that dro. We get that we riding this time, so let's go. We raising hell on the street, so you know. From the 2-0, what it do, bro? On top of the West Coast.
This face punch music, say something stupid. Beat so hard, these speakers abusive. Not a new kid, been around the block. Talk a lot of shit, but I walk a lot of walk. Knock them out the box. If we box, I'ma knock them out. We the type of people that the people like to talk about. Rockin' Cottonmouth, otherwise I'm pretty chill. Drink a white Russian made with Russian chicks titty milk. 50 mil, and I'm giving up the rap game. Full figure gold digger, give her ass my last name. Hit the fast lane, crashing through a brick wall. Screaming out yellow like my motherfucking dick small. Got some big balls, but really gigantic. If my zipper pops open, then the city might panic. It's my planet, so get up in my gravity. Dick so sweet, you'll be checking teeth for cavities.
We rollin' that poke and we smoking that dro. We get that we riding this time, so let's go. We raising hell on the street, so you know. From the 2-0, what it do, bro? On top of the West Coast.
We out here raising hell. You catch this raisin bran. Not even 2 scoops, you Fruit Loops, just flake it down. Take a Xan, chill out for a couple minutes. A cup of Guinness and a shot count in the double digits. Uncle Fridge is getting dirty on a dozen. She asked me what I do, I ask her what she doesn't. Now I'm buzzing, blowing bubbles in the hookah. Got the passion of the Christ in the body like Buddha. chew through ya. Been acting like a carnivore. Touch that last piece, fuck peace, I'ma start a war. Thought it was hard before, wait until the hate starts. Bitches shitting on my recipe like it was cake parts. Break hearts, hear the L word from these L words. Winning over women who said it'd freeze in hell first. So tell church, hell raising, blazing gasoline. Dick so hot, it's on the cover of a magazine.
We rollin' that potent, we smoking that dro. We get that we riding this time, so let's go. We raising hell on the street, so you know. From the 2 what it do, bro? On top of the West Coast.
That's available on my EP Hollywoodland. And also available, you can pick up my CD Old Fashioned, featuring such songs as Brown Bag.
Don't need to boast, don't need to brag. Propose a toast, sipping out a brown bag. Don't need to brag, don't need to boast. My mama got swag, yelling out West Coast. Starting early, posted at the pre-funk. Getting dirty, toasted off a speed bump. She's a cheap drunk, sipping on a peach rum. Word I heard, we're 2/3 to a threesome. We can be dumb, banging like a beat drum. Billy Ocean with the motion, I'm a beach bum. Stay rooted to the booty like a tree stump. You say how high? Motherfucker, we jump. Yeah, you smoke it if you got it. Find somebody at the bar to take a shot with. It's a party, everybody put your cups up. We get drunk, we get wild, we get fucked up. Sometimes you gotta let go. Get loose, sip juice, you never know. Whatever goes, whatever take the pain away. Or breaks up the monotony of day to day. Don't let it fade away, you gotta give back. So consider this brown bag a gift wrap. Go on and lift that tab, then sip that. Sit back with a 6-pack and get smashed. You ever drink in the streets like a hobo? Get twisted till your vision's in slow-mo? I hope so, or is it just me? You ever get drunk and drop quarters at the Lusty? We must be tripping. There's a photo of me slipping a midget up in a chokehold. So gone off this bottle of SoCo. Batshit crazy, guano, loco. Don't need to boast, don't need to brag. Propose a toast, sipping out a brown bag. Don't need to brag, don't need to boast. My mama got swag, yelling out West Coast. In the cypher, getting hyper, going stupid. Spark the lighter, hit the fire, I'm a cool kid. Don't confuse it, make the music. Everybody in the spot gon' lose it. Drink a few fits till you start puking. Now they fighting in the streets, Harukin. I'm so tipsy, getting frisky with a new chick. Sipping on some whiskey, getting busy in the Buick. Yeah, you smoke it if you got it. Find somebody at the bar to take a shot with. It's a party, everybody put your cups up. We get drunk, we get wild, we get fucked up. Sometimes you gotta let it ride. House party, your place, let us up inside. Never lied, never said I was a role model. Full throttle on this vodka, the whole bottle. A cold combo with the Red Bull chase. The bass god cometh, gon' melt your face. You in outer space, we in powder glaze. Leave you cowards dazed with a sour taste. Then I sneak into a frat house, drink until I black out. Wake up with a smashed mouth. Got a girl, we're kissing, I love it. Next thing I know, she's pissing in public. Oops, this girl is so gutter. Ain't the type of chick that you would take home to mother. That don't mean I can't lean her on the dumpster. Sticky situation like pages of a hustler. Don't need to boast, don't need to brag. Propose a toast, sipping out a brown bag. Don't need to brag, don't need to boast. My mama got swag, yelling out West Coast. Getting gritty in the town, I'm loving this. Don't bring the city down with your ugliness. We chugging schlitz with the double fist. Slapping ass so hot, we need oven mitts. Find a couple chicks, then we hug and kiss. Muffin top won't stop me from luscious lips. I captain going down like sunken ships. I'm checking this night off my bucket list. Yeah, you smoke it if you got it. Find somebody at the bar to take a shot with. It's a party, everybody put your cups up. We get drunk, we get wild, we get fucked up.
We getting fucked up. What's up, Adam? Too good for you. Good to see you. This is on my album, Old Fashioned. I got so many little albums you can check out on Spotify, iTunes, all that good shit. Yeah, add me to your playlist, Bunny. Thank you. Would I rather smoke a giant blunt or eat a super hot pepper? Probably a super hot pepper. I don't know. Smoking weed's cool and all. It just makes me want to go to sleep. Like, I'll smoke a giant blunt if it's later in the night and I got nothing to do. Caleb H said, I like you, Billy, but why were you so rude to Pimp Monk? It was entertainment, man. I don't think I was that rude to Pimp Monk. If you thought I was so rude to him, call me out on it. Be like, hey, you shouldn't have said this, right? Like, there's a lot of things I could defend that I said against Pimp Monk as being a joke. I do feel bad that Pimp Monk, you know, didn't take it that way. But he's an entertainer, and we're entertainers. And when you're live streaming for 24 hours, you're going to do barb comedy with each other to keep each other awake. You know, he was falling asleep. Me throwing him shit was hopefully going to get him to throw shit back and be, it was like sparring, right? Yeah. I mean, you listen to the recording, you could still tell me exactly what you're mad about me doing with him, right? Is today my cake day? My cake day on Reddit is July 28th, I think. Shout out to Keemstar! Love Keemstar. Yeah, it's like, I don't think I was that mean to Pimp Monk. But if you do, tell me why. And I will try and keep that in mind in the future. Tell me what you thought was mean. Was I mean because Pimp Monk said I was mean? Because are we just taking people's feelings into consideration before we take logic into consideration? I thought that was what this entire anti-SJW movement was about. Was not letting feelings dictate social structures, but logic dictate them. You didn't kiss him, you mean? I did kiss him on the cheek. I gave him a hug kiss. I gave him a hug kiss on the cheek. So it's like, if you want to say, why was I mean to Pimp Monk? I'm going to tell you, I don't think I was. I thought I was just busting balls, which, you know, we do. Pimp Monk busts people's balls. Evan busts people's balls. Ben busts people's balls. If you look back in the history of drunken peasants, all the drunken peasants bust balls. I don't know, I mean, that it was kind of like you just wouldn't let off him, even after he said, just let me be. I don't know, he's your friend, and I don't think Pimp Monk may care, but I don't know, it's all opinion. Yeah, Caleb, that's the thing, right? Pimp Monk was mad that we were, like, making fun of his voice. But I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, I think if you're a person with a distinctive voice, if you're being mimicked, that's good. You know, that's good for your brand. If you're that distinctive that, like, you're being copied, like, if you got mannerisms and catchphrases that are worth copying, as an entertainer, as a comedian, you don't want to quell that. You want to nurture that, right? You made fun of him for not recognizing a siren. Yeah, he thought it was a ghost. That was fucking funny. He was like, oh, is that a ghost? No, that's an ambulance, my dude. Like, that's the type of shit that should be made fun of when you're on a live stream. We should be joking about that thing. You know, he drove all the way across the United States to be a part of that episode. I would hope that I wouldn't pussyfoot around and give him a lackluster experience. I'm not going to sit there and fucking kiss his ass. That's not what the Drunken Peasants is about. It's about making commentary and being funny. Yeah, I don't hate Pimp Monk at all. You know what I hate? I hate dead air. That's all I hate. Pimp Monk's over there falling asleep and stuff. If I'm jarring at him and pushing at him, it's to wake him up and keep him energized. You know? It's not because I hate Pimp Monk. I don't hate Pimp Monk at all. I hate that he left right after the 24-hour stream and didn't sit there and talk about what he was going to be doing with us, because Ben and I both probably could have helped him a little more with Seattle. But he wanted to leave because he felt, I guess, that we were picking on him. And instead of confronting us about it, he disappeared. And that sucks, because I think he would have had a better time in Seattle if he would have stuck around and mapped out what was going to happen. How did I meet Grinch? I've known Grinch, the rapper here in Seattle, since he was in high school, basically. Grinch would come around the studio that I was working in Shoreline, Washington. And I actually designed Grinch's first mixtape cover. How the Grinch Stole Hip Hop, Volume 1. I did the graphic design for it. That's my boy. Grinch sounds like a white Snoop Dogg. The Grinch cracks me up. Grinch got to hang out with Snoop Dogg. He's like really good friends with Warren G. And Warren G brought Grinch back to like backstage with Snoop and a bunch of other people at a big festival. And he was just back there smoking weed and kicking it. That shit's dope, man. That shit's dope. But yeah, Caleb, I just want to, I do want to clarify that, right? Because if you love us, I don't want to give you any reason not to, especially when it's something as trivial as me and Pimp Monk giving each other barbs and jabs. Like, I think one of the saddest things about Drunken Peasants breaking up is that I don't think TJ, Paul, or Scotty ever got really comfortable throwing jabs at me. And I would have loved to have that dynamic with them where they were as comfortable going in on me as they were going in on any one of each other, you know? Because that's camaraderie. When you're willing to bust somebody's balls for laughs, I don't care, man. That weeds out the weak. That means the people you roll with are the toughest, funniest motherfuckers. And I really wish we would have got to a point where TJ would have felt just as comfortable ripping on me as he did on Paul. And maybe he never wanted to rip on me and it was never an issue of comfortability. But I never really felt like they ever got to rip on me, you know? And that was something I was always kind of hoping that would happen one day, where I'm just guest hosting Drunken Peasants and they hit me one day like they hit Paul, you know? That's like family right there. When you bust on your friends, that's the realest right there. Yeah, if you don't roast them, they aren't even close to being your friend. That's the real, though. No, Brittany, it definitely needed more time to develop. That's 100% true. And so I never expected it to develop as soon as it would have. I just was waiting for that moment where you know it would happen. Pimp Monk did feel some sort of way about it, and that really sucks because I never wanted him to feel that sort of way. You know, I just wanted him to react and have fun. And I was gonna end the stream 20 minutes ago, Caleb, but when I saw your message, I felt like it was worth addressing because I want you and I want Pimp Monk and I want everybody that cares about Pimp Monk and me being a part of their entertainment schedule to know that I like that guy and I think he's funny. And if I talk trash to him, it's not anything negative. Like I don't see him as unworthy of commentary. And that's really what a lot of me not talking trash to people comes down to. You know, if I see you unworthy, I won't even talk about you, let alone talk trash about you. I think he's a funny fucking guy. And he needs that. Leafy is not dead. Leafy lives on in our hearts. R.I.P. Yeah, it definitely takes time to develop, Brittany. Definitely that dynamic between people does take time. And I think it would have got there. I really like those guys, and I think they like me too. So maybe something will happen in the future, and you'll have TJ and Paul ripping on me in a good way someday. We never know. We never know where the world takes us. Dollar in the Woods by DJ Killer Keemstar is a great song. Dollar in the Woods. I dropped $1 in the woods. But you Shlomo Metzenbaum, sometimes, you know, people are afraid to take things too far because you don't want to destroy the good you have with somebody by taking the risk of them getting butthurt, right? You don't know people well enough to know what you can get away with. With friends, you can pretty much go as far as they'll let you take it before you know they have a breaking point, you know? And I think when it comes to ball busting and teasing and shit talking and stuff, you really got to know somebody's limits in order to take them to those limits. And then afterwards, everything's okay because we're all friends again. Thank you, Miguel. I love making that old-fashioned album. You know, I might one of these days just start streaming, and I won't stop until I have 100,000 subscribers. I don't care if I have to take like 7 fucking days and nap, sleep on fucking camera. You guys will hear me fart and snore and piss and shit in my sleep. That would be great. That would be great. Am I still cool with Onision? Yeah, I haven't talked to him for a little while, but I think in December, was it December? Was it that fucking long ago? Maybe it was January. I can't remember. We went out to the movies and hung out at the mall and just had buddy time together. But yeah, I think we're still cool. I haven't talked to him for a little while, but I think we're cool. Walked in the woods and I found a dead body. Oops. Anyways, guys, I am actually going to go now. This got closer to 2 hours when I was hopefully going to hit an hour and a half, but I got things to do. I have not talked about FouseyTube accusing Vitaly of rape. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But I will see you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.
1, 2 message. Billy the Frick.
Following presentation is rated R. Yeah, I play the part of real deal megastar. Go on, hate it hard, I'm virginal vagina type, right? That's kinda like trying to fight a stick of dynamite. Doper than some China white. Come on, baby, give a snort. Oops, that was the basalt, now I'm naked with a ninja sword. Stick it in you whore, I'll make a red samurai. Weed so tough, it'll make your dead grandma high. I got a camera guy to follow me, reality. Television telling fridges oozing sexuality. Hella bitches jealous and they want my head, Game of Thrones. She can keep her dragons, I want that booty, make it known. They say take it home, I say let it ride. Cadillac door swing open, better get inside. If you're tripping high, I'll beat you down, you druggie. You dancing with the devil, hell, I'll teach them how to duck it. Yeah, they love me, all the ladies love me. They don't give a fuck if I'm fat and butt ugly. And I don't give a fuck if they're fat and butt naked. I'm just trying to brumski her butt cheeks, rump shaking. Pump faking, run jukes on a pretender. Got a mail order bride, she scream return to sender. Turn to cinder, burn the sinners, we're all doomed. Lock you in a small room, pump up the volume. What's it called? Boom, bass bumping in the speakers. Got a vodka bottle, taking shots in the theaters. Jocks in the bleachers, teachers in the meth lab. Seen it in the movies, not the cuties in the death cabs. Hold your breath, Paps, blue ribbon sipping. Fat dudes spitting, ask who's getting chicken. Sitting with a few freaks, chilling on a nude beach. And I'm so fly that I gotta buy 2 seats. Now please take the time to turn off your cell phones, shut the fuck up, and enjoy the feature presentation.
Everybody have a good night.